I bet you're all wondering why I've gathered you here today. I fell into the rabbit hole of desk and gaming setup tours on YouTube, and they're all beautiful. And they're all like, this is my $7,000 desk setup tour that I maxed out my credit cards for, sold my firstborn child, sold to the devil, cut my left leg off, you know, the insane cost of these setups. So I feel like us brokies, we gotta represent, you know what I mean? So I'm doing a tour of my current gaming and streaming setup, which is literally just a MacBook and a Steam Deck, believe it or not. It works. So that's all that matters, right? A lot of what I got is just like secondhand stuff or just like random shit I've found laying around my house when I was just making this setup originally. So this is my budget yet janky yet functional setup tour. All right, so the first thing we're gonna start off with is my gaming PC. It's just an original Steam Deck, not even an OLED, and I bought it off eBay secondhand. So there's that. And then I installed Windows on it because Linux is the ass crack of Satan. I hate it. I hate Linux so much. I tried to like it. I really did, but I couldn't do it. Anytime you want to install something, you gotta like fucking hack into the mainframe and code in a terminal. It was ridiculous. I know a lot of people have their issues with Windows on the Steam Deck, but honestly, I kind of love it. I dig it. Mainly because I literally use it as a gaming PC. Now, I do sometimes take it off the dock and I'll just like lay in bed and game on the Steam Deck. Or if I'm like traveling, I bring it on the plane, you know? So when you have Windows installed on it, you don't have like the gaming mode for the Steam Deck, but you have the trackpads. It's good enough. Like I can still click. Whoa. Stroke alert. I can still click on games to launch them and play them. It's really not that big of a deal. And then I do also want to get another dock for my TV in my room, so that way I can like pop it off my PC and then pop it on my TV if I want to play like COD or something, just so I'm not always sitting at this desk gaming, pretty much, when I'm just gaming in my free time. But that's for a later date. I'll figure that out another time. But speaking of docks, I used the Lior for dock from Amazon. It was just cheap and it had a lot of ports, okay? It did what I needed it to do. It does what I need it to do. It honestly works great. I've had zero issues with it. I'm honestly a fan. I do eventually want to get the Steam Deck dock though, just to have like the official dock that's made for it. And then maybe this one will go to my TV. I don't know. Who the fuck knows what I'm doing with my life ever. All right, and then moving on to my monitor, I'm gonna read this off because I had to write it down. Samsung 23.5 FHD curved LED monitor. I literally had to go back like 4 years into my Amazon order history to find the name of it. I used to do wedding videography, so I bought this a few years ago to help me with that so I could get off my laptop screen. Just because editing on my MacBook, the little screen on my MacBook was such a pain. I had like no space, I felt like, to use Premiere or anything. So yeah, I bought this monitor for that, used it for editing for a really, really long time. And then it just kind of sat for a while, not really being used for anything. And then I repurposed it into my monitor for my Steam Deck. Still works great. I do want to get like an official gaming monitor soon, like a longer one, because this one is just, the quality is okay, but it's not that great, and it's old, and it was cheap. I think I got it for like 150 bucks maybe. But again, upgrading the monitor, it's for a later date, whenever that comes. And now for the monitor stand, this goes for both my monitor stands. It's just cheap ones from Amazon that really get the job done and aren't anything special. I think it was like $28 for a pack of 2. Or no, I think it was $28 for each. It was definitely $28 for each, but still, pretty good deal. They don't have like C clamps that clip on to the side of the desk to free up more desk space, but they have like little platforms on them. And I just like put my Steam Deck into my MacBook on the other one. So it still has a little bit of like desk space, you know? Now, moving on to my mic. This beautiful creation right here. It's just an Elgato Wave 3, and then the microphone arm I use is the Fifine, I don't know, low profile microphone arm, because it was cheaper than the Elgato one, and it does the same exact shit. So, a win is a win, my boy. A win is a win. Fun fact, my desk is turned around backwards and all the drawers are taken out on the front of it because the like lip of the desk isn't long enough for the clamp of the microphone arm to fit on. The lip of the desk is like this much. It can't clip on. So what I did is I took the drawers out, put it on there, clamped it down, and then I spun my desk around. So my desk is backwards. I have like no access to my drawers anymore. But listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. I didn't really use the drawers anyway, so it's not a big deal at all. And then you can't really see it from this camera, but you might notice in some of the like B-roll I shot, because I'm just like such a good YouTuber and I'm just like putting in a lot of effort. You might notice this little lavalier microphone. That's just the microphone that connects to my Steam Deck for gaming so people can hear me in like game chat and stuff. It's not that great of quality, but it gets the job done, and I don't care because I use the Elgato for my stream and my recording audio, so who cares what it sounds like in game. Plus, if I'm playing like Lethal Company, I get scared and I scream, it turns into a funny mic, which is always a good time. Again, I think it was like $11-12 on Amazon, so pretty cheap. And I also got the Wave 3 when it was on sale for like $40 off, which was really nice. But yeah, I wish I could have the Wave 3 just go to both my game and my stream and recording stuff, but you need an audio interface for that, and that shit is so expensive. Oh my god, that stuff is so expensive. I'm not buying that. I'm not paying for that. Absolutely not. But anyways, moving to my peripherals. I just learned what that word meant. I don't even know if these would qualify as peripherals anyway. My keyboard for my gaming PC is an Artec. That's all I got for you information-wise. Again, literally like $25 on Amazon. Super, super cheap, nothing special at all. And then my mouse, are you ready for this? It's just a Dell mouse that I found laying around the house. When I'm not using my keyboard and mouse though, I use my Amazon Luna controller. I got it on sale on Amazon because it was like one of the cheapest Xbox-like controllers that was on there at the time, but I didn't realize that it's exclusively for Amazon Luna, which is like their gaming platform, like Amazon's version of Steam, I guess. But thankfully, you can trick it and like kind of turn it into Bluetooth mode, so I've just been doing that and using it on my Steam Deck. All right, sensational. Let's move on to the streaming PC. Again, pretty basic. My streaming PC is just an M1 MacBook Air that I very painfully had to buy because my last MacBook just fried itself one day, which was super sick. But yeah, mainly just use it for video editing and then now streaming and recording whenever I decide to do that. So it's been pretty good. Honestly, runs pretty great. Doesn't use up a whole lot of CPU if I'm recording and streaming at the same time. So I haven't been mad about it. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I don't know a lot about the technical stuff and the technical side of this, but I'm impressed. Color me impressed, you know, it really butters my egg roll. To stream, I just use OBS, and then I tried in the beginning to stream on my Steam Deck while playing games, but the CPU was about to combust, so that's why I switched it over and I had to figure out all the stuff for a dual PC setup. Plus, I already had my MacBook, so it kind of worked out. And then this is going to give some of you cable management people a freak out, a BF. You're going to have a bitch fit over this, I know.
Oh my god. She's gonna have a bitch fit. Oh.
I basically just have a bunch of cables running from my MacBook to my Steam Deck to my camera just to make all of this work. And then for streaming and getting my camera basically footage to my MacBook for streaming and recording, I use an Elgato Cam Link and capture card. But before that, I used those like really cheap, sketchy knockoff ones on Amazon. Sorry, I'm like pushing my desk around and moving it around and shaking you guys around. But before that, basically, I just used really cheap, sketchy ones on Amazon that were scary to use. I haven't really noticed much of a difference, but I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a quality difference, but just having like more of an official branded device gives me a little peace of mind, so that I'm not going to fry my computer or my very expensive DSLR. And then I just have like a USB hub hooked up, really cheap generic one off Amazon, again, probably like $15 to $20. Just has a bunch of USB ports and then some SD card slots. So it's been pretty good. You know, I haven't really had any issues with it. And then for my monitor, I don't know the exact name for it. I just bought it from Target when it was on sale for like 45 bucks. It's an Acer, and then I just rotated it to be vertical. And that's been really nice because I can have my like stream pulled up while I'm streaming and have OBS under that and then like something else under that. I thought I wouldn't like the vertical orientation for a monitor, but I've actually really liked it. So it's been pretty good. I don't know if I'll ever go back. And then this might give some of you guys a stroke, but my keyboard for my streaming PC is just a Bluetooth iPad generic keyboard. So that's why it's super small. I'm constantly pressing like the wrong buttons on it, but honestly, it gets the job done. Again, found it laying around my house, so it was perfect. And then again, nothing special. My mouse, just another generic one I found lying around the house that wasn't being used. I've seen mice online that have buttons that can connect them to different devices. So you press the button and it switches what device it's connected to. I need one of those. And I want to see if there's a keyboard version of that. If you guys know anything, please let me know. I desperate need of help, both mentally and with my setup. And then I can't remember if I already said this. I use OBS to record and stream at the same time. Fun fact. And then, oh, I guess speaking of recording, I use my Panasonic GH5. And you may be thinking, damn, That's an expensive camera. It's like $1,400. Yeah. So, another fun fact. This is actually the camera I used to use when I shot a lot of wedding films. That was kind of like my main thing I did through college and a little bit after college. So I bought it because it's honestly an incredible camera, but since then I don't really shoot weddings that much anymore. I have a couple this year planned out that I'm going to help like people I know shoot, but that's just not like my full-time gig anymore. So other than that, I mainly just been using it for like travel stuff, and then this, what you're seeing right now, pretty much. And it works great. I love this thing. I think I've had it for like 3-4 years now. I don't think I found a way to like unlock its full quality potential, because when I watch these videos back, I don't think it records at the exact right quality. I think there's a little bit of quality loss, so I'm trying to figure that out. Bear with me a little bit. And then it's just sitting on a tripod on my desk. It's just like a short tabletop tripod that I got off Amazon again. It's a Surui. I'll Google the price of it and then put it on the screen because I'm too late. Actually, I can just look it up right now. I'm being lazy. I'm sorry. Looks like it's $55 on Amazon. It's the Surui 3T-35K handhold table tripod with head black. That name is so weird. And then for both my monitors, I know a lot of people have like aesthetic wallpapers put up that match, but I just have it cycle through pictures that I really like. So right now it's just a picture of me and my friends hiking, and then another one is like me and my friends skydiving. So maybe I'll get into the aesthetics later. I don't really care about it though. And then for my lighting, it's just a small tabletop lamp from Target. Again, I don't really know how much I paid for it. Maybe like $30, and I like it. Aesthetically it matches my room, but I do want to get like a small key light or something. I feel like I need something a little more profesh in that realm, you know what I mean? But that could be the inner videographer in me, so I don't know, who knows. I feel like it's pretty good though for what it is. And now the best part of my entire setup: cable management. I probably have the best cable management on the face of this earth. Let's be honest. It's so good that whenever I accidentally kick it with my feet, all my stuff shuts off for 3 seconds before coming back on. It's epic. It's pretty sick, not gonna lie. And then I do have like a mouse pad and then a desk pad, but again, those are super cheap ones from like Amazon. They're $10. They're just black. Lastly, probably my favorite part of my entire setup is this brand new chair that I have. It is from Amazon. Surprise, surprise, shocker, shocker. I know. I'm cheap, all right? It's just like a light gray chair, desk chair. It's literally miles better than the monstrosity of a chair I was sitting on before, which was just like this plastic, loud, uncomfortable, teeny tiny, like probably was used in the 1650s as a torture device, if we're being real. That chair was not fun. This one though, this one's great. I love it. I can like lean back. I have it locked so I don't lean back, but if I want to, I can. And I can also like put my feet up. I'll like put my knees up on the chair. It's so nice. And then there's elbow pads. Dude, it's great. It was like $60. And it's honestly comfortable to sit on for long periods of time, which I'm impressed by, because it is, compared to like high-end chairs, I feel like this is pretty good for $60. Speaking of, why are chairs $700? Who is manufacturing those and doing that? That's insane. I guess headphones, I didn't say that yet. These are the Raycon Everyday Fitness headphones. I mainly got them because I needed headphones to work out with. When I was moving, I lost my AirPods. I think I just left them in Hawaii, which is super sweet. So I got these. I think they were like $100. Oh, and then my desk. I mentioned how I turned it around, but I didn't say what desk it was. It's just a Target desk. I'll put it on the screen. I don't know exactly which one it is. I'm gonna have to go look for it. But I got it a few years ago with the rest of my like monitor that I was using for editing because I needed a workstation for my job. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got. Feel free to leave any suggestions if you think I'm gonna like anything, if you have any ideas, because I definitely want to upgrade to more like premium stuff just throughout time, slow and steady. On that note, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, skaters.